gonna rock them, man, because we got the fresh stuff, man.
Know
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Know that. Know that.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Valentino back with this JDJ Dilla tribute. We're winding down one more day to J Dilla month. This particular J Dilla tribute is also a Pete Rock tribute as well. While we at it, let's go ahead and see how these two came together. This is a JD story. Now, J Dilla, just like a lot of producers, a lot of guys from Detroit, including myself, Pete Rock was my absolute, still is my Mount Rushmore favorite producers of all time. When he started doing work with Tribe Called Quest, doing work with Heavy D and the Boys, did all those remixes, we all fell in love with Pete Rock. And then when Making the Soul Brother dropped, that sealed the deal. One of the greatest hip hop producers of that time, him and Primo. Now, just like a lot of producers, even including myself, we were Pete Rock fans. And Dilla wanted to be just like Pete Rock. He did. He wanted to be just like Pete Rock. Now, I don't know when it happened. This probably was before the UMA. Q-Tip played a tape of J Dilla to Pete Rock. Pete Rock was like, "Who is this cat, man?" Pete Rock actually seen his successor. So Pete Rock want to know who this person is. I don't know exactly how it all went down, but I do know this. His mom, Mon Dukes, Dilla's mom, invited Pete Rock to come to Detroit. So he played for a plane ticket. He came to Detroit. J Dilla picked him up in a Navigator, playing Making a Soul Brother for Pete's sake. He took Pete Rock all over the city, to all the spots, and he spent a week with J Dilla at his house. He stayed there for the whole week. Pete Rock and his brother stayed with J Dilla and exchanging notes. And Pete Rock deemed J Dilla his successor. Also, Q-Tip, he deemed Slum Village as Tribe's successors. Now, Dilla didn't want that. Dilla didn't want Slum Village to be the successors of Tribe Called Quest, because Tribe Called Quest set a bar that was unparalleled, man. Arguably the greatest hip hop group of all time. Now, Slum Village was good, but were they Tribe? No, they were not Tribe. Tribe was your boom in the backpack type rap. You know, they talked on conscious issues and fun-loving things, but you know, Slum Village talked on Detroit street stuff. The girls, whatever goes down the streets of Detroit, you know, east side things, but nothing too bad. So this particular song I've done, I use the elements of Pete Rock and J Dilla. Of course, Pete Rock was great with sampling jazz, and J Dilla, of course, awesome with loose beats. His drums, very loose. So, to my favorite producers, two of my favorite producers, but I have four, and I covered that before, my Mount Rushmore of favorite producers. But I'm covering two today, which is J Dilla and Pete Rock. Okay, with this sample, it's a jazz sample with the Fender Rhodes that I believe was one of J Dilla's favorite instruments. Of course, Pete Rock liked horns. So this song don't have any horns, but it has keys. This particular song, I use some of Pete Rock's influences, because what Pete Rock would do, Pete Rock would go forward with the sample, the chop, and he'll turn around and go backwards. That's some of Pete Rock's influence. Of course, the drums are loose. That's a Dilla influence. So this is, I'm gonna do one more video for the Dilla tribute, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna recreate a Dilla song. Okay, so that's the last video I'm gonna do. But let's get off into this video here. Okay, everything has been chopped up, the beat's been put in, everything. So you would hear the elements of the two producers. So let's get started. Okay, I just wanted to play a few bars of that particular song. I will be doing more videos on Pete Rock. Try to recreate or try to figure out some things and share some of his techniques. Primo, also Knife Wonder, who's one of my Mount Rushmore favorite producers ever. So I'll be doing more videos on their techniques and how they came about doing. I don't know exactly how they did it. This is just my personal opinion on how they probably would have did it. So that all said, man, you know, again, Dilla was a huge fan of Pete Rock, just as I am, just as a lot of producers are big fans of Pete Rock. Pete Rock gave the crown to J Dilla. And J Dilla died before his time, so I wonder who he would have gave it to. Maybe he would have gave it to Mad Lib rather. That's J Lib's name of the group. May give it to Mad Lib, or he may have given it to Black Milk. Who's to say? All right, so until the next video, man. Peace.